again next year. So
who had a better season? Just as one-off, that's what the questions ask.
Well, the numbers would tell you
Salah. The numbers just is everything.
But otherwise, why are you showing the numbers?
Well, just to give people a reminder.
Well, he's got more goals and more assists.
No, but you look
Salah has more goals and more assists, so it's very hard to argue.
But Suarez
realistically against anybody, Salah wasn't better.
Suarez almost won you the title. Salah will win you nothing, probably.
But that's not the question. The question is who's the better season. Regardless of where the team finishes up, Salah's had the better season.
Because of numbers.
Because of the numbers. Because you've got 41 goals and 36
But you could have scored
assists.
40 of them against West Brom.
You want an argument? Are you just looking for an argument?
No, I'm just saying that you're just saying...
It's a very difficult question to answer straight off the bat, because if you look at the numbers, you have to say Salah. But if you're asking me if I was picking a team tomorrow...
No, I'm not asking that question.
But this is where numbers, this is where then a lot of people that sort of get in touch with us, if that's what you want to call it, and moan about what we do or say, and they just bring up numbers and stats. Yeah. That's where it can be wrong. Because just because his numbers may be better on there doesn't mean he was better. I saw a lot of Suarez before I moved here because I was covering the games at that time. And let me tell you, what he was doing during the game was just incredible. And we've seen it at Barcelona.
Yeah.
His movement, his link-up play, his goal scoring, his physicality, everything. Mo Salah is not going to do all that.
If I were to pick one, even in this question, I would just say Suarez, simply because you can have similar numbers, and then the tiebreaker would have been that Liverpool, where Gerrard slipped away from possibly winning the title that season. And so that in itself gives you an idea of how dominant Luis Suarez was that year. That's not to say that Mohamed Salah is not having a great season. Certainly is. But if the numbers are similar and you have the possibility of a title, which Liverpool
around the stadium, and there's never any trouble at a time. It's like two brothers or a brother and sister having an argument, and then eventually it's like back to normal.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not the vitriol and the hatred of a Liverpool Man United. Yes, there's that desire to win, but it's like a family thing. There's no hatred in it whatsoever.
And it's not like a Celtic-Rangers rivalry.
No.
You haven't got the political, the religious edge to it either.
There is. I don't believe, and maybe Gab, of all people, if there is one, playing the same with them. So, of course, we're still hungover from the night before after winning.
Yeah.
And they're, of course, you've got to scrape them off the floor. But then we get back to Liverpool Airport, we get on a bus to go to the parade, and we've got the league and we've got the FA Cup. The second bus, which is about 40 yards behind us, is the Everton players with, their heads down, and they have to go through 500,000 people in Liverpool, split all between Liverpool fans and Everton fans, and they have down, and they have to go through 500,000 people in Liverpool, split all between Liverpool fans and Everton fans, and they had to go all the way through Liverpool. Wow. And of course we're like this. Hey! Trophies and everything. They were all like that. Yeah, how's it going?
How intense is the rivalry, Stevie? How would you describe it?
Do you know what? It's